Oh, my throat. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Audrey, and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your cross-stitch routine. No, but really. Today I'm going to be following along to a cross-stitch pattern, and just showing kind of the process from start to finish of how I make a project. And you're welcome to follow along with me, or just hang out and listen to music. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so today, as promised, we're going to be making something like this. Or I'll put the pattern on the screen. And let me show you how I prepare for a project. So first you've got your fabric, and it looks like the width is good here. It's 6 inches. Alright, so the way that you determine how big your piece of fabric needs to be is how you want to finish your project. So that means, are you gonna frame your project? Are you gonna have it in a hoop as the final product? Are you gonna turn it into a little pillow or something? So you should think about that before you begin. Since this is just a demonstration, I'm probably not gonna end up finishing this project officially. But if you want to do something like this, I think I used a 6x6 piece of fabric. Yeah, 6x6, and then this frame is about 4 inches. So what you want to do is you're going to fold your fabric when you get it the size that you want. You're going to fold your fabric and make a crease. And before you do this, you want to wash your hands so you don't get any dirt or dust or food residue on your project. And then what I like to do is I like to take this, I don't know if you can see that, this little thread with a knot near one end, and you're gonna thread it on your needle just like normal. Showed you in the last video, but I can show it. Oh, that would help. Ha! I can show you again. So you've got your needle and your threader, and you're gonna put the hole of the threader through the hole of your needle, and then you're gonna put your thread through the hole of the threader, And then you're gonna pull the threader and the thread through the needle. Like that. And then you're gonna find the closest hole to the center of the little cross that you made. And you're gonna pull this through so you have a little marker. And then put your fabric in your hoop. Ah! The thing about this fabric is you're gonna get pieces starting to come loose. And you want to try to not pull on them too much because your fabric is just going to get smaller and smaller. Hi, me from the future. I just wanted to mention a way of preventing that fraying to your project. And if you already have some fraying, then you want to start by cutting off those little ends. Normally I just deal with it, but there is actually an easy way to prevent it, and that is with masking tape. You can just fold over some masking tape around all the edges of your project. And that's what that looks like. And then those little pieces aren't going to go anywhere. Alright. And you want your fabric to be tight like a drum. And then you're going to determine where the center point of your pattern is, and I'll do it for you this time. It's right here. Based on this, it looks like that triangle is the closest to the center and probably the one that we should start with. Once again, if you have an idea for a color scheme or some kind of color pattern, you might want to plan it out ahead of time. Me personally, I'm going to be doing this kind of bluish purple gradient. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do both of the rows, both of the columns that are pointing down like this, and then both of the columns that are pointing up, I'm gonna do like this. And then if you want to do the same as me, this lightest color is 168, and then a 341, and then 340, and then 3746. That actually sounds cute. Maybe I should finish this. Hang on. So I think I am gonna finish this in this cute little black square frame that I got from DI. It's the perfect size. Yes! Oh yeah, it's all coming together. That's so awesome. If you're looking for cheap picture frames, go to DI. Like, you might have to take out whatever was in there first, but this one in particular was only $1. It's amazing. All right. So that orange triangle that I pointed to before, that is one of my down rows, or down columns, pointing. I can't talk. The arrows are pointing down in that one. So that is gonna be the 340. How exciting. So actually what I'm gonna show you, how I would mark my project using this Sharpie, in case you were curious. So the hole that the little marker is going into, the start of the triangle is gonna be right here. So then for the first triangle, I might do the full 7 dots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I might mark the tip of the triangle. So that's gonna be right here. So then it looks like that. And then I can take out my little marker, thread marker. I'm really struggling today. So I've got this little piece of thread left over from a previous project. So I'm gonna use it. Alright, we're gonna get up close and personal here. So I'm gonna come in right here. Maybe I need more light. I don't know, can you see that okay? Kind of up here. And I'm just gonna immediately cover the dot with an X. Come on. Just like that, and then you can't even see it anymore. And then the next row has 3. It really does seem kind of dim. Maybe I'll try to Maybe if I work down here and then zoom in. Ooh, is that better? Then I don't have to hold my arms up in the air. Come on. Come on, you silly. So if you haven't already noticed, oops, that wasn't in frame. Ha ha ha. If you haven't already noticed, I like to start in the bottom left corner of any square that I'm about to do. If that helps you wrap your brain around what I'm doing. I've never tried to do this before while keeping it in frame. It's kind of hard. I apologize if I'm not doing a good job with that. Alright, so then this row has 5 squares, or 5 X's. So I'm going to come up and then go back and complete all of those. Oh, my thread's trying to come out of the needle. Don't do that. Okay. Like, please don't do that. It's not good. Down and down and down. Stop it. Alright, it looks like I'm not going to be able to finish this last row with this tiny little piece of thread that I had. So what I'm going to show you is how to finish off a thread without doing a knot. So you're going to flip your project over to the back. Try and get it in focus. And then you're going to slide your needle with the thread still through the hole, and you're gonna work your needle through those little vertical stitches. And then you're gonna... Can I do this without covering it up? Maybe if I... Yeah, there we go. And then you pull it all the way through. And then you can chop off the extra. And there you go. Okay, so while I was playing that back, I was getting a little bit dizzy from how close we were. So I'm gonna try to zoom in just a bit less. And hopefully you're not watching this on a tiny screen. I'm gonna see if that works better. Alright, so if you recall, on the pattern, we just did this triangle. And now in my own personal color scheme, the closest triangle to this one that is the same color is going to be this one. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to check. So we're going to go up a square and over a square. So right here, triple check. Yes. So I'm going to mark right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm gonna do the points. So then there's one above this. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the point of the other one. And then below this line, we've got here. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the bottom of that triangle, and then there's the top there. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So here, as you can see, we've got the top of the top triangle for this column marked, and then the second triangle, and then the third triangle, and then the fourth triangle. All right. So I'm going to make sure that I'm in frame. And then I'm gonna start this other triangle. Let me hold that. I just pulled out my thread again. Sorry. Sorry, bro. Alright. Just burp, why don't I? Come on. All right. So that was the bottom row of that triangle. So you see I went down right here and then I came up right here, and I'm gonna start on the next row of 5. Okay, and 5. So I'm gonna come up and then start going back the other way. And every once in a while you're working, like I said in my last video, make sure that you are holding up your project and letting your thread dangle every once in a while. so that it will untwist itself and reduce the chance of tangles. Okay, and then, let's see, I just went down right here. Whoa. And then I'm gonna come up right here and start the next row of 3. And then coming up, oops, and going back and completing those X's. Okay, and then the last X for this triangle. All right, and then we're gonna flip the project over. And then, as you can see, there's not a convenient line of vertical X's, but we do have these 3 horizontal lines that we made from jumping up to the next row. So I'm gonna turn this around. So it's easier to see. And I'm gonna slide this, if I can, slide this in here. All right. Oops. Guess there's not a good way to do this. Maybe turn it back the other way now. Like that. Aha! And then, just like last time, cut. And it is secure and it's not going to come undone. Alright, so there's that. And that's where I'm going to leave part 1. Next time, it's not going to be as long and drawn out. I just wanted to go over it more slowly, since this is going to be a lot of people's first projects. So next time I will be moving through a lot faster. Alright, and that's all I have for you today. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. That really helps me, especially since I'm just starting out. Kind of help me get on the map. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. I will be making a part 2 probably that'll be out next week. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye. Just fly. Stop. Stop. That is forbidden. You may not touch me.